There are so many films about JonBenet Ramsey, and what we wanted to do was something so different. So we really took this very unique approach. I mean, it's completely, I don't think there's anything like it, where we really kind of looked at more kind of people's responses and reflections and kind of what it brings up in people, the case, rather than the actual kind of facts and the kind of forensic true crime kind of angle. So Casting JonBenet is like, it's about the JonBenet Ramsey case, but it's more about the legacy and the mythology of the JonBenet Ramsey story. So that's sort of our interest in the community and how they've lived in kind of the shadow of the crime for the last 20 years. As a kid, I was obsessed with it. I mean, it's sort of like internationally, everyone kind of found it. It was so creepy and so odd, and there was something about the pageant system which we didn't know about in Australia that I found really exciting and interesting.
I met Kitty at True False Film Festival about 3 years ago, and she pitched me this idea, and there have been many movies, TV shows made about the JonBenet Ramsey case, but this approach was so incredibly unique. It really starts with the JonBenet Ramsey story and then takes it somewhere very different by involving the community in a bigger way. So I was just instantly compelled by the idea. It was Kitty's idea. Yes, she made a short film called Face of Ukraine, casting Oksana Bayul, that has a little bit of a similar concept. And that short won the jury prize here 2 years ago. And I love that short as well. Well, it's a mystery. It's an unsolved crime, and I think as you see in our movie, it touches on so many aspects, just concepts of motherhood, fatherhood, being a child, being a parent, one's attitude towards law enforcement. There are just so many sort of themes running through it, and I think they continue to compel people.
When you were going about the process, were the locals eager to do this, or were they reluctant?
I love the phrase, the local.
They're very exhausted about, because I mean, there's been so much stuff done about the film, about the case. So I mean, at first they rolled their eyes, and then when we tried to explain what we were doing and the way we were going about it, I think they got on board in a really big way, which was really lovely. It is a kind of community project, which is lovely.
Mm-hmm. And we went there over a year and a half. So we started with Kitty went for 2 months, and we went back again and again. And I think each time people began to be more sort of understanding the general concept. And I think as you see in the movie, there's a real community created among all of these actors.
Look, we have nothing to do with CBS, and we have nothing to do with Burke Ramsey. And in fact, the film we've made is about precisely the kind of insane machinery, legal, emotional, media, the hype, the mythology, all these things taking over this culture. So you have a moment in time when there's a murdered 6-year-old beauty queen in a basement, and that moment is still very much with us. And I think that case attests to that. Right now, Netflix is driving some of the most spectacular documentary work in the world, and by the world we mean the world. So for film like Casting JonBenet, which is the unique product of a unique vision, which is Kitty's, combined with, as we said, a real community. I mean, you're about to see probably the craziest piece of community theater, the most, I mean, it's just insane. I mean, this combination, and to have a platform like Netflix behind this kind of wholly original work is a dream.